So, how is everyone? I hope you're all well on this lovely, lovely Mothering Sunday. And I would like to wish all the mothers out there a fantastic Mother's Day. And I hope that those little brats are finally giving you what you deserve. But I doubt it. You know what kids are like nowadays. Anyway, straight into the meat and potatoes, as we've got a lot to get through. And only a short time to get through it, because it's Mother's Day. And I feel like I'm perhaps dragging this out a little bit more than what I should have done. Let's get into it. So, we are hearing now the friends of Maggie Murdaugh coming out and speaking of the dutiful, yes, dutiful wife. They are saying how she doted on the children. And in some cases, even too much. She did it too much. But that's what mums do in general. But the thing what strikes a chord with me is the fact that the recent Netflix documentary painted a very, very different story. There was certainly a disparity between how she treated Buster and how she treated Paul. Paul was depicted as this boy who didn't get the love and attention from his mum and dad, and that they were in fact providing Buster with that kind of maternal and paternal love and cushioning and trying to sculpt him into the man in the shadow of his father. And Paul would seek solace from the housekeeper. It has also been argued that there is a potential that perhaps that is what led to the demise of the housekeeper. Let's not forget what it was stated that happened, and that was that the housekeeper would find the oxy stash belonging to Alex. She would confide in Paul because she daren't confide in Maggie. She was fearful that there would be kind of a repercussion to it, so she sought advice and assistance in Paul, who would then go on to confront his father, and it would be Paul who would in effect become the jailer. He would be the person who would oversee the in-house detoxing of Alex, and then subsequently we would see the housekeeper take flight down the stairs after tripping over the dog. But look, I weren't there, you weren't there. We can only speculate. But like I say, it does paint a different picture than the one that we have been led to believe. Who's lying? Who is lying? Who is not telling the whole truth? And let's just have a quick look. This is it, you see. This is what we're talking about. We are saying that Maggie Murdaugh's friends break silence. She was a dutiful wife. We're going to read up a little bit. 2 of Maggie Murdaugh's college friends want her remembered as the wife, a mother, a daughter, rather than the wife that was murdered by Alex Murdaugh. And look, perhaps that is what this is all about. Perhaps this is the understanding that her legacy at the moment is the murdered wife of an absolute monster. And was she potentially involved in the nefarious things he did? At least guilty by association. So perhaps it's just trying to protect her name. A Colleton County jury found the disgraced South Carolina lawyer guilty of fatally shooting Maggie, who was 54 at the time, and their 22-year-old son, Paul, on his Islington, South Carolina hunting estate called Moselle. She wasn't the type of person that would stand out in a crowd, but she was always there to back everybody up. Maggie's University of South Carolina friend, Shelley West, told 48 Hours. Maggie's other college friend, Caroline Price, said the 54-year-old wasn't flashy at all and could even be shy. She loved her family, I mean her boys. She also was very close to her parents and her sister. Price told the outlet she was a dutiful wife supporting Alex, so she just supported him, was quiet. She was a good mum. She doted on those boys almost too much. So, look, this isn't me saying it. This is them saying it. And are you buying it? Are you buying it? Is this people just trying to protect their friend's name and trying to protect someone who was neck deep in what was going on within that family? Look, I get it. And sometimes women just fall in line. Perhaps they're too weak or they're too fearful of repercussions, so they do as they're told. But we can only speculate. But like I say, with regards of the Netflix documentary and how that she was portrayed and how Paul was portrayed, because I was thinking along the lines of perhaps that is why Paul drunk. Perhaps he sought sort of comfort in drink, and drink turned him into the monster that would be known as Timmy, is it? And look, perhaps if he'd have got the love and devotion and care from his parents that he was seeking, we wouldn't have seen him become what he became. Let me know down below what you think. Was Maggie just a third arm in all this? Is she as guilty in the things that happen as what Alex did? Or are we now going to say because of what happened to her, that then protects her from what happened leading up to, the decades leading up to, and all of the people who suffered? Did she just simply not know anything? Was she scared to say things? I'll be interested on this Mothering Sunday to hear your thoughts on a mother. I'll see you all tomorrow.